Hello everybody, how you guys doing? Welcome to the Cherry Bomb Blossom Boutique. How you guys doing? Hello, hi. Oh my god, I just loaded in. Sorry to pop out of the blue, folks. Oh, the ad break's still going on. Lovely. But wait. Well, I actually don't know who is here, but if you are the privileged enough to be able to subscribe to me, hello, how you guys doing? Or if you have an ad blocker, because apparently some of my viewers have an ad blocker and they're like flexing on me the fact that they have ad blockers. Well, how you guys doing? How's it going? Hello, everybody. Hasn't it been a little while since you guys see me? Do you guys enjoy the break? I hope you did, because I did not expect not to be able to not stream. I'm trying to get, back into it, this sort of things, I'm trying to get back into a consistent schedule. Not because, you guys have asked for it, but also because it makes me feel like I'm doing something with my life, It makes me feel like it makes me feel better about the fact that I procrastinate a lot. But how's it going, everybody? I had some water here. So I figured out that besides my weak kidney that Solaris correctly diagnosed, right? I found out that I'm getting canker sores in my mouth because I'm not drinking water enough. So if you guys hear me sip too much, or just saying here ever so slightly mouth noises coming out of me, that's the reason why. Hello, John. How you guys doing? How you doing, honey? Still not trying to figure. Are you still trying to figure out the sleep schedule? Or you just gave up? Posting schedules is something of other that I do not know what you say. How am I supposed to pronounce that? Sir God? Sir God? Sir God? Sir God? Oh, are you offering? I'll take it. Oh, hey, Sister Rupin! How's it been, girl? Haven't seen you in forever, honey. Hey, girl, how did the shirt turn out? Did you pass your tailoring class? I didn't get any pictures, so I'm wondering. I'm wondering what was the 401k on that? What's the update? Oh, you still haven't finished it? I thought you were finished it already by now. Oh bish. Just like me, my viewers are also procrastinators. Love that. It looked like an unborn baby. Get out. An unborn baby, really? Hold on, I'm gonna need a picture. I need to see the receipts. Because I don't believe that you made something that bad. Come on. Give some credit to yourself, honey. But yeah, speaking of the stream, though, you guys may be wondering, Renan, what the fuck are you? This is not where you were before. And also, why is he looking at that book? Well, darlings, the thing is, I am on my knees to apologize to all of you, because I decided to play ahead in the story a little bit. I know, I am so sorry. I know I said that I would share this game with you guys, but we gotta do some reading. I got my reading glasses. We gotta do some. I'm gonna catch you up. We're gonna get educated today, and by that I mean you guys, because you guys don't know what's happening. But I know because I already watched it. I know, I'm sorry. I did off-string gaming. I am so sorry. I have committed the current sin of every single gamer. But folks, you see, the thing is I decided I wanted to go ahead and play a little bit of the story, because it was a rough weekend, to say the least. And, you know, if you know anything else about me, is that uh, if I don't play something I like, I will crumble because, you know, video games are escapism, folks. You know, escapism. I recommend it. Good for you. Uh, and, you know, because clearly nobody plays League of Legends to, you know, feel joy. I decided to play something that actually makes me feel like life is worth living. Simple answer, I was depressed and I needed to feel something good for once in my life. So I decided to play ahead on this story, and really nothing that eventful happened, you know. We saved with Clamad. She almost died. But we did it! So you know what? I think that's all the context that you need to know. But yeah, to catch up everybody before we start watching cutscenes and you guys you know, get a little resume of what is happening. I'm still let me know where you send it by the way, Ruben. Let me know where you send it on, if you're sending it on Twitter or DM or Discord DMs, because I want to see. But before we get into it, let me catch you up to speed. So, for those who haven't been keeping up with the Kardashians, or in this case, keeping up with Final Fantasy 14, we are doing the rite of succession. You know, we're helping the princess be a ruler. We're helping politicians. If you haven't noticed, Final Fantasy 14 is a game about politics, and you know, we're trying to win for a party, and you know, we're trying to win by beating the shit out of each other, either on intellectual prowess, literally brute force, or just pleasing somebody. That's it. You know, I'm not gonna tell you what kind of pleasing it is because we haven't gotten there yet, Ben. Well, yes! I mean, he's right there. He's looking at that book. Can you not see him? I mean, it is about twinks, but you know, it's not about twink politics. You know, we're trying to get right for the twinks. We're trying twink rights. Anyway. What was I trying to say? Sorry. Oh my god, that derailed me so hard. Anyway, so in this trial, we have done multiple things. And one of these catching alpacas and getting spit on the face by alpacas, which I mean, some people are into that. And we have also, you know, kidnapped people into being starving artists, except that they're actually not starving because they're getting all the meds need for them, and all they have to do is just do art, and they get paid handsomely for it by not having to actually work. So you know what? I don't think that's a bad exchange. You know, if you can imagine just being able to do what you love, and just getting all your needs met, and you don't have to ever talk to anybody for it. Isn't that an introvert's paradise? And then the other part, which I don't remember because it was too... I think I only did 2 feats on camera. Did I do it 2 or 1? No, it was the... Oh yeah, the Hanu Hanu. We also help people reconstruct a boat to, you know, nourish on crops. And so fast forward for a little bit, we left off, and you know, our princess, our political party, our political leader, you know, she got kidnapped. And if you know anything about that, that is not good. Can't quite do politics if the political party leader that you're trying to help is not present. So we had to rescue her, and we went and pursued, and we found out that it was bakool Jaja who decided to kidnap her, because I mean, when would he not, really? And amidst this whole situation, I'm trying to find out why people like bakool Jajas. Why are we thirsting for a crusty, unwashed man? But you know, we were trying to figure that out that last episode, and that is essentially where we left at. That is where we were left off. Have you did this gobbling things? I want to, because the way they speak makes me want to kill myself. But, you know, I can't exactly do that, you know. I can't exactly just go around killing NPCs. Then how other people are gonna do the quest, you know? But besides that, we also unlock the story quest, the role quest, which are a story that they're gonna be their own separate streams because I heard that they're not actually needed for the main story. So I'm just gonna do that separately on another stream. I've been leveling my other classes for me to be able to do them all in one go. So hopefully we'll be able to get that done. But now to the part that you guys actually care for, which is what happened with the rest of the story. So we have in here the Bible, and by the Bible I mean they're on a new journey, because this is the thing that let us watch cutscenes. This is the thing that let us remember what the fuck happened 2 minutes ago, you know? It is the thing that makes me feel like I have a memory, because I really don't. And I probably, let's be honest, even though I already did this, I probably forgot like 90% of the details. I only get the gist on the gist on like my memory banks, because you know, ADHD, I forget about a lot of things. So we're gonna brush up a little bit. Now, if I can actually remember the actual, you know, if I can actually remember the actual cutscene where we left off, that will be lovely. Fathers first, the shape of peace. Buklamad. Okay, there we go. There we go. So I believe that this is where we left off. I think. Okay, I should have the Bible on my PC. I mean, you know, your religious trauma is just something that you can deal with, you know? This is not the cutscene that we were left off. Okay, so we were left on the other one. Got it. Sibling rescue, a brother's duty. I think it's a brother's duty. Yeah, it's a brother's duty. So the cutscenes essentially will give you a really good idea of... It won't give you an idea of the in-between steps, but this is where we left off. There is actually something I think I saw by myself, I believe. As it turns out, that little lion, sea lion, actually wasn't dead. I really thought it was. It looked like it was just made of stone, and just Eremil was talking to himself whenever talking to that thing. But no, it turns out that it's actually alive and actually moves.
Better late than never.
Fuck. Oh, bitch! I forgot that he makes that noise. Oh. Oh, girly. By the way, hey, say hello to my husband. For everybody who doesn't know yet, Tancred is literally my husband. We are in a committed relationship. Yet he also has another husband, and I also have another husband. So you know, I have multiple hands, and he has multiple hands. But he was the first character that I fell in love with, and he really needs to stop putting me in this spot because, girl, whenever I try to forget him, he just comes right back.
That Mamulja. He's the one who kidnapped Wuklamart.
Hey, he's not an e-boy. Well, he was a fuckboy at some point, but you know what? He's the father now.
So we're still unsure. If we can follow him a bit longer, confirm his connection to the abductors. That will complicate matters.
But yeah, essentially, I'm just trying to catch you guys up with the story. Oh, here's husband number 5. David Attenborough.
Confound it!
Wait, hold on. This is where I actually really started to
If I
like
set out
Koana.
now, I can trail them along the riverbank.
No, we already watched this, but why
Do it!
we already watched this, but well, I'm just rewatching it anyway.
Even if it costs you the contest.
What worth is the throne if I lose my sister to win it?
He's a family man, you know that? He has his priorities straight. He's a family man.
Very well then. I'll send word when I locate her. Till then, I suggest you save your strength. A rescue attempt could turn ugly.
He was a choker, he's an evil. Girl, if you were that hot and you could pull off a choker, would you not?
That Hubigo just now. I swear I've seen him with Bakool Jaja. Knowing the way that monster works, he probably hired bandits to kidnap her so we could steal her keystones. But even alone, my sister is more than a match for a gang of untrained ruffians. She must have been ambushed or deceived.
Then you have no taste, John.
Gah! I should have been there! If those bastards have hurt her!
You know something I really like about this whole situation, though? And it is weird, right? It is weird. But I kind of like seeing him angry. Like, the thing about Koana is that he's always been like this toy, actually guy. And seeing the fact that he can actually get produce any other emotion than just being a smartass is kind of cute. Like, that is a couple of points on top.
And what exactly is that supposed to...
Oh, fuck.
Forgive me. Snapping at you won't get my sister back.
Sorry, I had to choose that. I had to choose that because I didn't choose that before, and it kind of just ooh, girl. It's getting kind of hot in here. Actually, I'm actually really hot. Hold on, folks. I need to turn that. It's not actually hot because he's hot, but also it's hot because I'm burning. Flintlock. You know, you're using 90 big words, and those big words, I don't know what they mean. I am stupid. Please explain. Oh. What about his gun?
I'm afraid I've always been like this when it comes to Lamachi. The thought of her being in danger sends me into a panic. But isn't that how families should be? These days, Turali Mikote live however they please. But the clan into which I was born kept to the nomadic traditions of our ancestors. They herded their own neck across the plains, always moving with the seasons. During one such migration, my birth parents left me behind. A child. All alone. Without a single word of explanation. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself.
You know something, though? Like, I feel like I should feel something for this in a sense that it is incredibly sad, right? It is incredibly sad that that he got abandoned by his parents, particularly in an age where he could remember. But for me, I don't know. I can't relate to that. I more relate to Wuklaman. Because Wuklaman doesn't seem to quite care the fact that she's adopted. But me as an adopted child, I don't care either. Like, maybe I can see on stuff beyond that. But I understand why he is like, why he is the way he is. Because when it comes to situations like that, in which you're conscious enough to understand what happened, you can kind of feel like you're not worth it, you know? You can kind of feel like maybe you're not loved enough, you were not enough. And so you kind of compensate with this thing of this front of being really cool. What do you mean I'm gonna become a sarcastic asshole? I'm just saying, I can't quite relate to this. Like, I understand this. I understand what it means. But I can't relate to the angriness that it make you feel.
In Tuliyol's market. And that is where the Dawn servant found and adopted me.
What do you mean the deepest thing you heard from me? I can be very deep, you know that? I can be very deep. Thank you. I can be a philosopher. Don't you know? I'm a philosopher. I philosophize things. However the fuck you say that. I can think. I have a brain. You know what my favorite thing to do is, though? Can I talk about my favorite thing to do? And I know we're supposed to be catching up the story, but my favorite thing to do is just do very empty quotes. You know, I like to be very empty quote-ish. Like, I like to say meaningful stuff, but stuff that has nothing, that in reality it means nothing. Like, it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of true, but what the fuck does it have to do with anything? You know, that is my favorite thing to do, because, you know, I like to pretend that I'm smarter than I actually am, but in a way that makes me seem funny. So, you know, that is one thing of you from me. I just like to pretend to be smarter just for the sake of being funny. But I can have my moments sometimes. I can have my moments.
I had already been in the palace some time when Lamachi came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parent.
I'm not an airhead.
I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering.
Oh, sorry, that still got me. I'm sorry. That still got me. Imagine having a good relationship with your siblings. Can't relate.
As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her.
You know, the thing though is that I'm not an airhead because I'm really intelligent. I'm just stupid. I can get things pretty fast. It's just I need to connect the pieces. John, you don't believe me? You don't believe me? Man, I wish I could have something that I could. Listen. I can watch a documentary and, you know, process all of it properly, you know? There's a lot of people who can watch documentaries because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about, but I do. I can understand context like that. I don't know. I like to believe that I'm more intelligent than I like to be. You know what? I'm not gonna talk to you anymore. We're still watching the cutscene. Fuck you.
So, as you might now understand, I will stop at nothing to rescue her. While we await word from Tancred, I suggest we prepare ourselves to travel downriver. You have a boat, yes?
About that, they kinda fucked up the boat. We kinda have a boat with no engine.
I released the Pontiff not to delay pursuit. If we were unsure of their guilt before, then this surely proves it. Before we act, however, let us regroup with your comrades. Would you mind making the call?
You know what I love about this game, though? That attention to detail. They put, you know, it's supposed to be a device in my head.
Many fires.
It's supposed to be a device on my ears, and whenever you don't have human ears, they just put it wherever your ears are. In my case, right beside my forehead. I love that though. That's nice attention to detail. So after this whole thing, we went into a whole you know, Men in Black rescue mission in which I was pretty stupidly following the NPCs. And I am glad that you guys don't get to see me play through that because the amount of times that I got caught is kind of embarrassing, really. It took me around 30 minutes to do what I saw like 3 people do in 10. So, you know, I don't want to speak about that. So let's just that be, okay? I saw a whole ass explanation about the gun, and I kind of just skimmed through it. Just while this plays, I'm gonna read that.
Thangred.
The third promise is up ahead. She's unharmed, but we best not dally.
Okay, John, I just read that whole thing. We have a cat boy. Build. He has a gun. It's a cat boy with a gun. Is that where you? Is that we have lizard people? Lizard people with 2 heads. Is that where you truly? Is that where your suspension of disbelief stops? Ew.
I spit on these pathetic feats. Far more satisfying to claim their baubles by force.
Can I just say something? Can I just say something? I still want to eat one of those. Like, does that not look like taffy to you? Like, this looks like blueberry taffy. Like that looks eatable. Edible. Eatable? Edible? How you say it? Oh fuck, I forgot. Taffy, yeah. You know, like that very chewy candy? It's just one of those candies that you eat and then your mouth is wired shut. Edible. Thank you, Ruben. Thank you. You know what I'm talking about, right? One of those candies that are so chewy that they're delicious, but basically your mouth is just like glued shut because of how chewy it is. I want to eat one of those. Like, it looks edible, but it also looks like it would kill me. So, hey, a nice way out.
Give it back! Fosunten poured his everything into that stone. You've no right to touch it.
Oh, was that the name of your artisan? How could you allow something so precious to be stolen?
You thieving cheat! You're no true claimant!
What does that make the foolish kitty who fell into my trap? If pitiful roars were all it took to claim the throne, you'd be first in line.
Look who's talking. Oh, he still gets me angry.
Now, brother. You shouldn't tease her. Look, the poor thing's on the verge of tears. Meow.
Ew! 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 Gross. Ah, I forgot about that. Listen. Bro.
Who did that?
His scales are as thick as his skulls.
Coward! You dare ambush me?
Yeah, kinda.
'Tis the blessed sibling's favorite tactic.
That useless Buddha was sycophant. He was supposed to keep the lackeys running in circles.
Oh, you must tell me all about that.
Also, he looks really hot here. But I'm sorry to undercut how cool this cutscene is. to me, the fact that those bullets do nothing is so comical to me. It's just like, yeah, you keep doing that, honey. It's clearly working. Keep doing that. I'm sure. Dead by 1,000 pellets. Why not? Like, I know it's supposed to be like, you know, limiteds of the game and whatnot, and they don't actually want to show that much blood.
You wouldn't want to hit our hostage.
But still, a little blood, you know? Also, look at him. Look at this bitch. Look at the bastard. Look at the bastard. Look at my character and his smug-ass face. Holy shit. He looks so cunty.
That one's not to be underestimated.
Ah, Contiana.
They can do nothing while we have.
Fuck you, bitch.
Impeccable timing.
Also, that was probably the hottest thing I ever seen in my life.
Amachi, are you all right?
Like the way he caught her. I wish somebody would hold me that way.
These weaklings think they can defy us. We'll slaughter the lot of them. Patience, brother. The keystone is ours. There is no need to fight this day. And Zoralja has left us hurting. No! I won't stop until I gut these maggots and feed them their entrails! If we fall here, we fail our siblings for nothing. Is that what you want? No, brother. Break off! We retreat!
Wait! Damn you, bakool jaja!
Do we give chase?
We head back. Amachi is safe. And that is what matters.
I love the way they call her. That is such a cute name, Lamachi. Something tells me that probably, you know, that little barrel roll he did, he probably has a laceration going on right there. And the fact that I don't get to look at it because, you know, I'm a healer. I'm supposed to heal, bitch. Let me heal the cat boy, goddammit. Let me give him sustenance. Oh, right, you cannot read this. Hold on. I forgot. Not all cutscenes. Not all cutscenes are voice acted. You know how? You know, I've been playing Zenless Zone Zero on my own time. The way that that game has a snooze-a-rama of a story. Like the story is really boring to me, but at least it has a lot of voice acting. So I don't have to. I can rest my book, of course, and I don't have to embarrass myself in front of all of you good folk. But you know, I have to voice act this because, you know, I have to do it for, you know, the people who are watching at home who are doing other things, like Rupen. So Rupen, I do apologize for what you're about to hear. I'm glad to see you unharmed, Lamachi. My voice act, I mean just voiceover, but still. Thanks again for coming to my rescue, Koana. And all of you too. Bakool Jaja must be desperate indeed to resort to such aggressive tactics. I shouldn't have been so careless. I underestimated him, and it cost me a kiss stone. Fonjanteno penned his life so that I could accomplish my Moblin's feat. He believed me, believed in my cause, and I've let him down. So we take back what was stolen, you know? We just do how they do it in Chicago. Yes, we'll do exactly that. The next time I meet that brute, I'll knock him straight into his scaly behind. I'll take back my kiss stone. Oh, I forgot. I'm supposed to be doing an accent emphasizing the arts. God damn it. Speaking of vengeance, didn't Bakool Jaja call some useless bone-one psychopath when he got us sight of us? A reference to Sarelja, I would assume. He's devoted to our brother, and he's the only Boniwa I know participated in the rite of succession. If Sarelja was somehow involved with this. I can't read that fast, so you know what? Just, he's ranting. He's ranting and he has his tails up and he's really cute. I love the side of him. I love it whenever he doesn't act like the cool man, because I feel like that's a real him. You know? I like vulnerability. I like a man with baggage. You know, I can carry a lot of stuff. Not really, I actually cannot carry shit, but you know, he can. If a man has baggage, that means that he can carry a lot. So he can carry me too. You know. But you know, thirsting aside, thank God he's not so one-dimensional. Bakool Jaja should face punishment, of course, but so must the bandits who had the temerity to abduct Namati. I shall request Father to send a contingent to the Lance Guard to enforce the law in this region. I agree that measures need to be taken to keep travelers safe. But I wonder what pushed these people towards the life of banditry in the first place. If we dig deeper, we might be able to find a way to improve things for everyone. Ah, that is the look of a proud brother. I love the relationship between these two. He's not an asshole, yay. Love for that. Love for characters who are not assholes. There's something to think about. For now, however, the ride continues. Thank you all for your help. Yes, they're siblings. They're adopted siblings. So essentially to John, you were in the beginning of the story. to give context to everyone, the Dawn servant, who is the ruler of this place, has a biological son and two adopted children. Two of which are, you know, the cowboy with a shotgun, and you know, the lion lady with an axe. The three of them are siblings. They all counted the same, and they all have rights to the throne, because the throne is not won by heritage, is won by who is the most fitting to rule. In this case, obviously, if you cannot tell by the fact that her fur is clipping into her blouse, she's the most capable of doing this. Why? Because she's willing to learn her people's ways. She's willing to actually do what the politician should do. So you know what? I'm here for it. I'm here for her. I still don't understand how people hate her though. Like, does it hurt you to see somebody naive? Does it hurt you to see somebody learning? Ah, I forgot to read that shit. You bet. Soralja's getting good. Soralja's getting a good start. It's time we claw back and lost some ground. It's time we claw back some lost ground. Sorry. As you can see, I did a lot of quests, so again, apologies, folks. Okay, now we're going into the giants. So, you know, I'm just gonna tell you this now so that you're not surprised by it. The giants are quite unfortunate looking, so what we're not gonna do is make fun of them. All right, we're gonna support them. We're gonna see them for who they are. But they're a little bit wall-eyed, so just look at their noses and you'll be fine. Oh yeah, to give context, I forgot. The story doesn't give the full context of that. So, to give you a bit of context about this scene, after we finish with the whole thing, with Koana and Wiglamat getting kidnapped, and Koana finally showing that he's more than the actually guy, we arrived to the city of the giants, the Jokui. The Jokui basically explained that they're gonna tell you much later, but essentially they explained that they are not conquerors anymore. They were a nation of they were a tribe of conquering people. You know, they were expansionists, and they had a drive for it. So they tried to conquer everything. Eventually that came to pass whenever something later happens in the story. There's an actual cutscene for it. But we're here to talk to them because, you know, we need to do the next rite of succession. And in this, we're going to meet the first trial boss. Meaning, not trial as in just try on, as in this is the first boss of the story. Ay, Baligarmanda. Which is essentially just a Quetzalcoatl. Why did I say that with such a bad accent? I know that word because I mean Quetzalcoatl. As you can see, it's a little frosty. You know, I think you can put your tongue in it though. I'm sure it'd be fine. Welcome. Hi, Illuminati Girl for. He's not here at present. I am Luminary Stormorwar. I don't know how to read those names. God damn it. Please, just give me something easy to read. Is this the Sky Ruin? Baligarmanda? It is. The Tural Bedrall, whose name has evoked terror since time immemorial. Even my people, once conquerors of all beneath the sun, were as brittle as leaves before Baligarmanda's tempest power. When the Sky Ruin descended upon Ukopacha 8 decades ago, casualties were staggering. Had Gulol Jaja and his companions not intervened, we would have been all slaughtered to the last. The titanic battle with Baligarmanda raged for 10 days and 3 nights. As their foe fought on, tireless and relentlessness, our heroes were pushed beyond their limits for their endurance. Thus did the head of reason concoct a desperate plan. Will old Jaja trick the Sky Ruin into losing control of its own ice magics, causing the unwitting Troll Bedral to encase itself in a frozen ether. And it's been like this ever since. Nice work, Papa! But what happens if the ice ever melts? The same question looms large in our minds, for the magic sustaining these prisons grow weaker with each passing year. Valigarmanda commands powers of fire, lighting, and ice. Some believe that the violence of the recent storm was the result of those energies slipping free. That raging tempest from Valigarmanda. Setting future worries aside, you are to come to attempt the feat of proof, yes? The High Luminary, the chosen elector of the Land Servant, has left me with instruction for all inspiring claimants. You are to scour foreboding mountains, find the waiting Gorfulfor. Sorry. Alfalfa. That is his name, Alfalfa. Why do everybody has man, this game has such names in which it's so hard to know when to stop. It's just like Wacho Mickey. It's just it makes you go forever and ever. I hate that. That is to be your challenge. So the search itself is the feat. You already spoken to my brothers, I take it? I have. Their expeditions are underway. Then we better pick up the pace. Aye, but we need a direction to search him first. Let's see what hints we can gather from the villages. Man, I am 90% certain that the only reason why they redid the textures on this game is just because of that fucking ice, dude. That ice looks like as clear as a diamond, and I love that. Then we went on this part we went through the second dungeon of the story. The second or the third? Was it the second? Hold on, let me check. It was the second. Work Sormor. That is actually where you get the really pretty poncho. Can we please address how cute he looks on this? And so I'm gonna grind that off screen because I actually really like this poncho. Just look at that though. Look at how cute it dies. I'm thinking of doing something like this. Look. Isn't that so cunty? Just man, the fact that we can 2-dye stuff, it's so cool now. But I know I wanna do this color scheme, and I know I said I will step away from the gun and not use pink anymore. But the reason why I wanna use this color is because my mother has a dress like this. My mother has a dress like that is essentially obviously not looking like this, but it's this color with blue, yellow, black, and purple ribbons. The ribbons are a bit more vibrant, but still, it's just like quintessential folklore outfits. And I want that dress so badly for myself, and I can't wear it because, well, not only because my mother wouldn't let me, but the other thing is that it doesn't fit me. So I'm gonna live vicariously through this game. I would say though, if you're trying to get into like learning how to style things, Final Fantasy XIV is very good at it. It is very good. It is very good at letting you fuck around and find out that you actually have no taste in fashion and just look up guys. That is essentially what you do.
gods, that is one tall mountain. And we're supposed to climb it?
Farther. Komar. Tuliorlu. Korogar.
What do you have to do to draw to your throat to be able to hatch my bass?
The words are difficult to catch.
Like this is no shade to no shade to the character itself, because I actually do like him. But what I want to know is how many cigarettes do you have to smoke? How many boxes of cigarettes could you have to smoke to be able to have that raspiness on your voice? Like, I don't think I could ever do that would hurt. I think that would hurt my voice. That is such a great delivery, though.
Though your words are crude and cumbersome, I use them for your benefit. You are a claimant in this right of succession.
That's right.
Then, if you die,
Ah,
a potential ruler.
That's a dark thing to say, friend. I get the feeling you don't share the opinions of the other Yokhui we've met.
We do not grovel before Galul, Jaja, like those shameless lapdogs. My brethren and I are conquerors, and we will restore our people to their rightful place as Tural's overlords.
not with that hairline, you won't.
The giants have their own factions too, it seems.
You think your kin weak for showing deference to my father, but they do not follow the man. It is his peace they respect, a peace they always wanted, which they realized could be had right here.
Justifications of the craven. They turn their gaze from our ancestors, from the dream we kept alive for 1,000 years and more. They are unworthy of bearing our legacy. I will reclaim the glory of our people.
I wish I could take you seriously, but your face just doesn't let me.
Our ascension begins with the death of the third promise.
Stop! I don't want to fight you.
But can I? Can I actually beat his ass?
On your knees. Opportunistic vermin seek to feast on us, do you? Get down here. Your neck will be the first I snap this day.
Is that... Wait, hold the phone. Is that bird made out of crystal? Oh no, he has crystals on his head. I didn't notice that in the first place. Oh, cool. Ah, girl boss shit. You get it, Wookleman.
That's right.
Oh, this infuriated me to no end. I'm a healer. Let me heal him, goddammit. Please. Like, come on, Square. This is one of those things that those cool things you could do that you could let me heal him, you know? Like, why does Alfie not get to do it? Why can I not do it? Why can I just, you know, not get to shine a light towards him and just heal him magically, you know?
Why do you help us?
I didn't put much thought into it. My legs were moving before I knew what was happening. I suppose I feared you'd die before we had the chance to get to know each other. Before I could learn more about you.
To what end?
Oh, that's simple. If we're to share the land, it's the best way for us to become friends. How is he?
He'll live. Not quite ready to walk under his own strength, however.
If you could stay and tend to him, the rest of us will continue on to Woko Zormor.
Sorry, I'm being quiet.
Understood. Be careful up there.
This changes nothing. We will not forsake our conquest.
Sorry, I'm being quiet, but you know, I realize I talk a lot during the cutscenes, and while I know some of you like that, I know that some other people don't. So, let me know. Actually, let me know. Do you prefer it when I talk over cutscenes, or do you actually prefer for me to just react to the voices? Because the thing is I don't react so much with voice as I do it with face and my hands. So, you know, it's kind of a boring experience to just, you know, watch a cutscene. But let me know what you think. Would you like me to just speak over it and just speak my mind? Just make up something to talk about? Or just react as it happens?
As you like. You want to kill me, you're welcome to try. But right now, you might want to worry about your comrade.
On a mountain of that size, there are bound to be creatures even I've never heard of. I'll trust you to lead the way.
Then we climb. Gufurlor is waiting.
I'm sorry, I just got I got so distracted. I'm so sorry. I wish I could have one of those eye tracker thingies, but I couldn't help but stare at my character's ass. I'm so sorry. Listen, I made that ass really good. I made sure that ass was in proper display, so it is for me to admire it. Oh right, no, I don't want to see this. It's just the intro cutscene. Oh no, yeah, yes, I actually do want to see this. I actually do want to see this. Hold on. I want you guys to see the enemies that we fought on this. First of all, gay dragon, love that. Pink dragon, love for it. Literally fucking giant squishmallows. I love those birds so much. They're so fucking stupid. It's essentially just the intro cutscene to the dungeon, but my gosh, those stupid squishmallows things are so pretty. Am I just being that cute and being able to inflate yourself like that, just to be more adorable than that?
Elector of the Dawn Servant, prepare to be tested.
Oh, but I didn't study. I'm pretty bad at math. Is it at least an English test? I can pass it pretty easy. Can I just say something? I know that you guys see me read and fucking fail at it, but I'm actually pretty good at math. I'm actually pretty good at English tests because I just answer everything with just how it feels like, you know? It's a weird way in the way that I comprehend English, right? But whenever I'm structuring sentences, I just go by whatever sounds better. And usually, I don't know if maybe because English tests or just tests of that nature are simpler. But usually, I'm always right whenever I just go by what sounds better, you know? Because English has just a way in it flows in its languages that it is pretty obvious whenever a sentence is not like done properly. Then again, though, I don't know how to write properly, so who knows? If you guys have seen any of my tweets, you are probably really embarrassed about the fact that I misspelled everything, but that is just my hand-to-eye coordination, okay? I think I'm typing something when I'm actually not typing it. Oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention. This is actually... Oh. Really? You saved this fucking cutscene? Girl, I didn't know that was a fucking cutscene that you would save. Well, at least you got to see him smile. Love that. Love that for us. They got the victory fanfare.
Very good, Claimant. Once more, I name myself Fulur, High Luminary to my people, and chosen Elector of the Dawn Servant.
You are much bigger than the others in the village.
All right. So one thing that the cutscenes do not explain that I have to explain to you. So you're probably wondering why this motherfucker doesn't look funny as the others. You know, they don't look like they're made of slime. So essentially, in their quest of being very expansionist of conquering the world as they do, right? They tried to conquer an area on which you know, they kind of got us too close to the sun and got a very deadly disease, you know. We're not gonna name her, but her name might be Rona, and you know, she's 19. But the thing is that with that, it killed almost, if I remember correctly, like 50% of their population, and whoever was able to bear children, they came out malformed, which is the reason why the current Yokui we see look like malformed frogs. They look like tadpoles. It's because this is what they're supposed to look like, and they were born with deformations because their gene pool got pretty messed up by the disease that they contracted.
All Yokui were once my equal in size, but ever since we were decimated by
they just explained that. Love that. Love that from you. Make me look like a fool.
Reach our former stature.
You speak of the contagion which afflicted the Shaktural expedition. The one recorded in your murals.
It is a chapter of our history that is entangled with the legend of the Golden City.
I've heard that legend originated with the Yokui. Is this true?
With the visions our ancestors had, to be precise. Preceding the campaign into Shaktural, many were visited by dreams of glittering splendor, They described a paradise that knew neither war nor famine, where people lived lives of eternal happiness.
If
A
only.
single dreamer might have been dismissed, but when dozens, if not hundreds, spoke the same, the luminaries became convinced it was divine revelation.
Then the expedition.
Its purpose was to find the City of Gold. Yes, help was marshaled from all the territories under our control. Lands were scoured on a massive scale.
Whenever that happens, I don't know if it has an actual term to it, but I do know that sometimes whenever everybody remembers something, or like everybody is has like the same idea of something. I just realized that his... Oh, that's weird. Oh, it's the ground reflected on his eyes. I really thought that he had another set of eyelids, and I was like really fucking disgusted. But no, it's just the ground reflected on his ears. Oh my gosh, those are brighter than my future. Those reflect a lot more than I do whenever I sleep. Jesus. Look at those eyeballs, dude. Don't they feel like you're just looking at yourself in the mirror? My gosh. Oh yeah, but what I was trying to say though, isn't that called mass hysteria whenever that happens? Or no, it's not mass hysteria, like the Mandela effect? Whenever somebody remembers everybody remembers the same thing, but it's actually not true type of thing?
Little wonder the legend is so similar across Tural. Those involved with the search would have passed the stories down to their children.
Another claimant I see.
I fucking love him.
As I have
God damn
tested
it.
those who came before you.
Dramatic ass.
Here and now, I think he means.
Oh, please and thank you. Sorry. It's just whenever that mind speaks, he got so much charisma, I swear to God. Tankard is just like the kind of person who can just undress me with words.
Second promise. For you and your sister's success in performing the feat of proof. You both shall be rewarded.
Again, I want to eat one of those. I'm sure that probably tastes like the greatest lemon or apple of all time.
3 to go.
How glorious it would have been to race thee and thine to the summit. Though mayhap not whilst being hounded by bakool Jaja and his minions.
Again, that swine shows his disdain for the right.
Strangely, despite his eagerness to antagonize us, he withdrew as soon as we fought back in earnest. I cannot fathom what he was trying to achieve.
You know, in this part is where we're starting to get like hints. Earlier too, whenever he fell, whenever he was pressured by his other head, by his sibling, to back down. This is where we're starting to see a little bit of the cracks, perhaps. getting an idea of why bakool jaja is such an asshole, but I haven't gotten to the part to actually find out yet. I actually decided to stop in my tracks and wait for the stream to, you know, actually find out what everybody wants to write his dick. But from what I'm seeing so far, I'm not convinced. Genuinely. Like, what motive can you have to... Well, actually, no. I think I have an idea. This is my crack theory. But... You know, people who are usually that way, they tend to be that way because they have a similar situation at home. They're being antagonized at home. And I think that maybe the reason why he just wants to win the title of Down Servant so badly is just because it is out of desperation, recognition, wanted to be acknowledged by the fact that you are that shit, you are that good, you are that hot, and you will do it. Which is why he doesn't have a plan for anything. He just wants the title. He just wants validation. He wants mommy and daddy. You would be surprised, John. You would be surprised. You'll be surprised at the amount of people who turn assholes just because they have so much expectation on their shoulders. Like 90% of high school bullies, they are that way. They have so much expectation of their parents. That was sarcasm, uncooked. Listen, you know what? I'm starting to think tone indicators are a good idea. But yeah, it's just... If that is a motive, then I'm sorry, I still don't see it. I still don't see why people like him that much. Like, I want to believe something will happen. I want to believe that perhaps I'm wrong. Perhaps there is like something more fucked up that actually makes me feel good about him. But to me, no amount of validation that you require from someone else means the harm of somebody else. Your own validation should not come at the expense of others. So, I don't know. I'm still meaty about him, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
On a similar note, I'm also curious as to why you chose the peak of Warkor Zormor for the conclusion of this feat. The earlier stages saw us learn the history of the Yokui. Does this location also hold some special meaning for your people?
Yes. It is a place of great significance.
Ah, shit. One sec.
All these monuments. Is this a burial ground?
Before we continue though, I want you to really pay attention to Koana as he speaks, because if you were to the beginning of the streams, and you can go back if you want to actually find out, you can hear him that as he goes along, he's going along with Tancred and Urianger, and you know, actually learning about his culture. Slowly but surely, he's starting to let go of suppressing his accent. Like his accent is thicker now. I can hear it, and I don't know if that was deliberate or if maybe I'm just hallucinating. Perhaps I just want to find something to say about this whole situation, but at least to me, it sounds like he's not restraining himself anymore when it comes to his accent. Because before it was very much like, you know, whenever you're trying to sound like the most neutral possible, and it doesn't quite work because, well, you still have that thing of pronouncing words differently because of your mother tongue. It seems to me that he's kind of letting it go, and I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Let me know.
Every high luminary before me is enshrined in this earth. Alongside them are the heroes who bravely stood their ground when Vali Armanda brought ruin to Urkopacha 8 decades past.
Oh, speaking of
That
which.
explains why there are so many.
Ah! I forgot, this bitch is an asshole. And I kinda got spoiled. And I won't tell you the spoiler, but I did kinda got spoiled by a YouTube video. But man, his voice is as smooth as butter. And I'm not blaming you, John. I'm really not, because I am the exact same. I don't know if you have heard. I don't know if you have heard the good news. I don't know if you have heard of the Lord. But the Lord says that I cannot pronounce things properly for shit. I know, right? He sounded like Gibby. I love his voice. Imagine if Gibby actually voice acted in this and he didn't tell us. Imagine that.
Zorolcha, I should have known you'd arrive here.
Ah, third promise. How relieved I am to find you in good health.
Zorolcha, you bastard! I should end you here and now!
By the way, cool fun fact. Fun fact for those who do not know. Gugla Magda is voiced by a trans woman. I just wanted to let you know that because I think that's so cool. Man, I'm so proud of her. Like, I don't know. It kind of got me when I found out that she's voiced by a trans woman. It's just like, yes, a win. A win for all of us.
Remember where you are. You will mind your conduct, or you will leave.
Right. Sorry.
He said, no, no, no. Not in my house.
I see no reason to delay further. Show me my father's sepulchre.
He does kind of sound like Gibby. It's like Gibby's lower tone whenever he's not being blatantly.
Papa has a grave?
Whenever Gibby's not like doing like, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of whenever he said that he has a big pussy.
Upon this monument are inscribed the names of those who sealed away the monstrous Valigarbanda. Your fathers included.
Hold on, I forgot the exact timbre. I forgot the exact timbre and the exact code. But you know, I don't know what kind of shit he was high on that stream. Like it was just a really cursed stream. But Gold Bullet said something along the lines of somebody in chat said something, hey, what size night pad do you wear? He goes, what size night pad do you wear? And just like, big pussy. It's not the only thing I remember. It's just the one that stuck out to me the most. I didn't watch the whole stream though. Please understand. Please understand that I'm a simple man with a simple need, and that is just, I'm a parakeet. I just grab the things that I can quote. Is that bad though? Listen. It's okay.
Gulul Jaja, master of resolve and reason, champion of peace.
Look at this one. Kettenram, navigator of uncharted oceans.
Kettenram, the Laminsan explorer. Does this mean he joined Galul Jaja on his travels?
Kafkiwa, seeker of the unknown. How strange to see your name here.
You mean your master?
It was unheard of to build living sepulchres for those who were not Yokui. But their great deed demanded recognition.
Master of resolve and reason, champion of peace? Papa really did some amazing things.
The way that she says Papa, it just...
He carved his path with martial skill.
Yet it was clever thinking which allowed him to trap Valigarmanda within its own ice magics.
Wow, would you look at that? Every son and daughter.
And clever thinking.
Every son and daughter got something from their father. Wow.
I can't compete with Zoralja's mastery of the Head of Resolve's techniques. And when it comes to knowledge, Kona's the one who most takes after the Head of Reason. Is there anything that I've gotten from Papa? Something I do better than the others?
Aji, I don't know. Perhaps the thing that you've been claiming you want to do, you beautiful dummy. What else defines your father aside from strength and knowledge? Wanna connect the dots together? What have you been fighting for the whole time, darling?
What else defines him? Oh, of course.
She was loading a little bit. She was loading.
Papa's love for peace, for his people. That is what he's given me. And I'm fighting to preserve the peaceful Tural he built.
The girl's so... Oh.
What in the hells was that?
Me when somebody ate the last slice of pizza.
You must return to Warlar's Echo immediately. Valigarmanda has broken free.
I presume that was about the unholy sound?
Sorry, I just don't like it when people take my food, okay?
Valigarmanda is free.
We need to get back there, now!
How fortuitous. We have been gifted an opportunity to outpace our rivals.
You know what I just thought about? I'm sorry, I'm still stuck about the big pussy situation, because you know, Gibby fucking saying that shit. But I have to wonder. I wish I could get to ask him of this him in person. But do you guys think he also gets period ads on Twitch? And I'm gonna tell you why I say this. So the thing is, on my Twitch, whenever I'm like just out in the wild, just doing my thing, you know, being me, being wonderful, being gorgeous, I just randomly encounter period ads, no matter what platform I am. Like, I don't know what the algorithm thinks of me. I do not know why it is that way. Like, what does that say about me? Am I ovulating? Am I menstruating and I don't know? Is that the thing? Like, do I have a pussy hidden somewhere that I don't know about? Is the internet trying to tell me something? But every single time, no matter where I go, whenever I get an ad that is not Cheetan, whenever Cheetan doesn't take over my timeline, I get period ads. Like, I get period ads, and I don't know why. Am I just... My Instagram thinks I'm Japanese because I follow a lot of Japanese tongue people. But the thing is, though, it's not like I'm following women that all are on their periods. Like, I think your reasoning falls apart when it comes to that. Like, what? Do they think that I'm a genuinely biological woman? Because I am not. I am gender fluid, so they are not wrong. They are not wrong. But why am I on my period every week, apparently? that I don't understand about the algorithm. Like, can somebody explain? Does anybody have a theory? I mean, I am a lady in some ways, and in some other ways I'm not. Like, they're not wrong, but they're not right either. I'm not a biological lady. I have a penis. Which, by the way, I think it should be a good time to let you know, guys, that I'm a man, but I'm also a girl. So, you know. Based on how you comment, act, or interact. Okay, I do type with a lot. I've been told before that I type the way that a girl types, which I do not know how that is. Like, is that true? Like, with you folks, people who have seen me. Hey, you're like a woman. I love the little two O's, the two dots that you put in the top. It's just like, I can only imagine like that, woman. That's the only thing. That's the only one I can imagine. It. Like, yes, I am woman. But I guess so. I've been told that I write like a girl before. People think that I'm an eager on League of Legends and Valorant, which again, not wrong, but not right either.
What happened?
So it's true. The ice has failed.
Surmurwar, tell them what you told me.
A short while ago, a claimant paid us a visit.
I would put the way that you express yourself online is very feminine. I mean, yeah, kind of. Like, that is kind of...
Who enters this hollowed hall?
That is kind of the point of the way that I express myself, you know? I am very feminine. And I own it. I own my femininity. It's just kind of surprising to just look at that the algorithm looks at me and just like, yes, that is a woman. That is woman. I don't know. I just find it hilarious. I find it hilarious because it is totally not in my thing. Okay, but why period ads though? Out of anything that you could advertise to a woman, why period ads? Don't you think that's a little weird?
A claimant.
Maybe they're just telling me that I'm a basic bitch and it's just like, we don't know what you're interested
Here
on.
we have the mighty Valigarbanda.
I think that is probably a read, you know? Maybe they're just telling me that I'm basic and I don't have any other interest besides menstruating, so who knows? Like, perhaps that is that. Perhaps I'm just a basic woman.
A terrifying Vitral. With every awakening, it has seared its ruinous name into the memories of a new generation.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
What a good little terror. You've stayed napping right up until the day I needed you.
Explain yourself.
It is as they say. Gulul Jaja caused its magic to run rampant, trapping it in a frozen prison of its own creation. Clever. Clever. To unmake it, it would be quite tricky. 2 spells must be cast at the exact same moment. A conflagration intense enough to melt the ice, and awakening flame to rekindle the slumbering Vitral's soul. The only ones capable of such harmonious execution would be the heads of reason and resolve. And the blessed siblings, bakool, jaja.
Why do you say your name that way? Ugh, disgusting.
You mustn't!
But I already have. Rise and rage, little terror.
You know, I'm starting to see why people are probably into him. Because that kind of voice line does sound, you know, pretty tempting. You know, it sounds like the kind of thing that people would be into. But to me, he's still like... I wouldn't be into that because it depends on the person that's coming from. It could also be that you're in an ad Grayson where they hit you with both because they can't tell.
I might have overdone the fire a bit.
I mean, yes, probably. Then again, though, I strive for that. I strive for making people confused about my gender.
Why have you done this?
For the throne, of course.
You unleash calamity for your own gain? Have you any idea how many may die?
Wreak havoc, Valigarbanda. Live up to your legend.
A messenger to Tuli Yolol has been dispatched. The Landsguard will send a contingent, I am sure. But there is no telling when they will arrive.
You know something? I've always thought that, because you know, the echo seems to be pretty painful. For those who don't know, whenever we get that little mind projection that we're having, we're astral projecting into the past, that is called the echo. But it has been described before as that whenever the Warrior of Light is having echo visions, it looks very similar to a seizure. So I'm wondering, like, why is it so normal for everybody to see the Warrior of Light convulsing while he's having a vision, and everybody's just like looking at him, just like, oh yeah, that's normal. No, he does that every second. He does that every time. You don't have to worry about it. Like, do we just do it that often that it's just like, oh no, yeah, this is just every Thursday? A voice can be enough to fall in love. Indeed. I mean, why is the reason that you like my streams? It's because of my voice? No.
Idiot! This monstrous act is a step too far, even for him.
Ah, fuck. Sorry.
If we leave the withdrawal to others, it will be a massacre. Some might call it the wiser choice, if I don't want to fall behind the competition. But I could never live with myself. And my supporters deserve a better ruler. So that's that. I will stay and fight Valiarmanda. This is an enemy so powerful that even my father failed to slay it. Alone, I don't stand a chance. I understand you've no obligation to aid me outside the right of succession. But for the sake of Urkopacha and its people, I beg you, join me in this battle.
Honestly, it kind of offers me that she even has to ask. Like, girl, you know, if we have the power to help, then why would I not? Like, why would I not? This kind of challenge is what I live for, and that's not kidding. I like this game. Whenever I get to fight things, I love that.
Drawn to the chaos. You're as bad as Papa. Don't worry. The Sky Ruin should prove a big enough challenge for all of us.
Far be it from us to abandon a dear comrade in her time of need.
Not only that, it's just like we've been through this so far.
Dear comrades now, eh?
Like my 90-day fiance airtime already ran out, so like I'm just here for the
I have to
ride.
say, it does have a comforting ring to it.
Oh, she looks adorable.
Knowing someone has your back makes it easier to do what you have to do.
True. It's like when you guys are here with me, just literally watching a movie with me. Man, is this fun for you guys? Should I just keep around?
And what will we do?
One committed to winning the contest above all else would race on ahead.
Spoiler, he doesn't. He doesn't race ahead.
If you resolve to slay Valikarmanta, we'll need to find out where the beast went.
That's what we have you for, old friend.
Inform the Belu of the danger. They may need to flee to lower ground.
Okay, genuine questions. Genuine question for all of you folks. Genuine question. Since we've been here for a little bit, you know, we're literally watching a movie because it's almost been 2 hours. Do you guys want to continue watching the cutscenes? Is that something you want to do? Or should we continue actually with the story? Because I could give you like a brief rundown of what happens, because I do remember what happens next. So like, what do you guys would like to do? Because for my part, I would like to continue. I would like to continue doing the story a bit more. But I don't know how much you guys want to catch up. Because are you okay with me with just doing a resume, like a little resume of what happened, a little overview, or would you guys like actually to watch the cutscenes? Because because we're watching and I'm actually reacting to it a second time, it's not as interesting. I think, at least I think so. I'm not really sure what you think, but this is the reason why you guys are here. Like, if you guys could actually let me know what you think. Do you guys want to continue with the story and just me giving you a brief review? Or would you guys like to continue with the cutscenes? Please, while you guys respond to that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. So please, folks, do leave the votes in the comments down below. I actually do really need to know. So please do. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, I'm back. So you don't mind continuing? Does that mean that you wanna... If that is the case, then I'll just give you a brief rundown of what happens. Oop. Hello, I'm back. Okay. Let me just aid myself with the whole situation. So the whole Sky Ruin quest is just fighting Baligarmanda, and you know, me actually sucking at it and having to repeat the trial like 3 times, but you know, at least I did it. The Feet of Ice questline essentially just explains that originally the point of going there was to you know, keep Baligarmanda's eyes, you know, refreshing, you know, put that shit on a refrigerator and just leave it and put the cooler on, and turn the AC on and just make the eyes last longer. That's what happens. That kind of doesn't work because, you know, Baligarmanda was set free. So the thing about this one in particular, the Promise of Peace, is just literally Wilclamad. Promise of Peace is Wilclamad is just having a moment of self-reflection, like strengthening her course, finally realizing that she is not less than her siblings just because she doesn't have a special talent per se. If you have kept up the whole story so far, the thing with Wilclamad, and I'm sure many of us relate to this, I'm sure many of us do relate to this, is that she's very, very self-deprecating. And oh bitch, believe me, I know that very well. Believing that your talents are not enough, or that perhaps you don't have a talent, and that once you do have, everybody else can do better. This is what Wilclamad realizing that she does not have to be the best in the eyes of other people. She just has to do her best. And you know, that is something I could learn from. Lord knows I do. If you guys know me any single bit, you guys know that I am second guess myself a lot. I am so sorry, Ripon. I'm so sorry to be on your DMs every week about it, but you know, that is the form that you signed. But that is essentially this quest. It's just Wilclamad realizing that she doesn't have to be the best. She just has to do her best. And that would lead her to many places. Now, the Leap to Yachtel. Okay. This questline in particular, we are introduced to a very, very familiar looking Hrodgar. Hrodgar are the lion people, for the uninitiated. The lion people are in this particular side of the country. They are more so. They're very food driven. Like they appreciate cooking a lot, and they actually have. When playing this cutscene, I actually felt such joy because they have so many references to Latin American cuisine, particularly with a fruit called achiote, which it's medicinal and it's also used for cooking, for spices. I don't know. I felt such warm in my heart to see some things I know that I grew up with be used in a game and be represented in such a cool game. Wish Genshin Impact was like that. Anyway, enough about that. So, the whole idea behind the Fear of the Past, which is we learned the history between behind the lizard people and the lion people. We learned that they kinda fought each other for control. It was a tough war, and at some point that had to come to a stop because, you know, if they were ever to be conquered by any one of the other nations, you know, this is very, very much referring to colonization. If they were to be colonized, they would not be able to react because in infighting, everything will be loose. Again, folks, Final Fantasy XIV is a game of politics. Behind all the cat boys and cat girls, Final Fantasy XIV is a game of politics, and so they heavy reference the Spanish colonization from the Latin American countries and America. And I found that cool. You know, history of violence. A history of violence is pretty much what Latin America and America was founded on. The tribes of the past were massacred, and that is something that we must keep in mind. You know, we must know where we came from so we can avoid it again. Unfortunately, not a lot of people think that way. But the feat of repast, though, the thing that we learn as soon as we step inside of this whole situation, they should make a recent storyline about the recent US debate. I mean, maybe they should. Honestly, though, Final Fantasy XIV does make references sometimes to modern things. Like, I'm pretty sure that there've been some references already from COVID in this game. So, you know, they learn things. They do learn things. Because if I remember right, the whole story about the Jakui being being like decimated by an illness, I'm pretty sure it's a reference to COVID, because they say that it was unseen, and they thought that it was mostly animals. So, hey KM, how you doing, sweetie? Good morning to you, darling. How did you wake up? I hope you're doing okay, darling. But yeah, that is the. I keep meaning to say this. So, the feat of repast. For KM, just to let you know, we're just doing a little bit of a recap. So we've been watching all of the cutscenes so far that I just skipped on the story because, well, I didn't skip them. I actually watched them, but I'm trying to catch you guys up. Because I did a story of stream. But the feat of repast. You know, when we arrive to this place, we are treated to the fact that we're suddenly participating in the British Bake Off. We're suddenly participating in Hell's Kitchen. Like, suddenly this is Master Chef. And so we have to make food. But the challenge of that week, of that day, if you will, of that particular episode of Master Chef Dawntrail is we have to figure out a dish by the name and what the people say about it alone. We do not know the ingredients. We do not know what it tastes like. We have to figure out what their cultural context is and where the dish came from to be able to replicate it. I just awoke. It's 8 a.m. here. Wait, where do you live? Is that's other Asia? Because Europe should be like dead midnight. Do you live on Asia? Like Japanish area? I think it's all in Australia. It's also the same thing. If you don't mind me asking, where do you live, KM? Because I know that my Japanese friends are probably just waking up as well. So, interesting. But yeah, that was the whole feat of repast. One particular thing about the feat of repast is, this is the first time that Soralja was not able to claim defeat. And it's interesting because, of course, a brute such as him, which is he would not know nor care in his conquest to figure out what the people want. He just wants what is good for him. Therefore, he forgot that to know and to head to a better place, you have to know your past. To know where to go in the future, you have to know where you came from. And he didn't win this past feat. So now Wuklamat has all the keystones that he needs, and she is she only is missing 2. The one that bakool jaja has, and the one that and the last feat that we're about to do. So taking a stand. Taking a stand is not a quest I can describe and do it justice, but TLDR. Turns out that the man that looks pretty much like a carbon copy of Wuklamat is her father. Her father, she was supposed to be leader of this village, and she turned out to be just she was essentially assaulted, in the sense that she was her life was in danger by the people of the lizard people, who were still, you know, who were not quite tuned to the news that there was no war anymore. And so in order to protect her, her father leaves her under the care of the king, the Dawn Servant. So Wuklamat does not remember him, and it's pretty sad because in an effort to continue to keep her safe, her father won't acknowledge that he's her father. He just tries to play it off as just like, yes, you are the Dawn Servant, and that's it. No more, no less. That is just who you are. And you can hear in his voice that he's pretty heartbroken to say that he's recognizing her as the third promise, the princess to the throne, not his daughter. And you can hear the same from Wuklamat, which she at some point she just says, "Yes, that's who I am, the third promise, daughter of Gugulul Jaja, and future Dawn Servant," which is such a cool moment. Like, that is where she gains her confidence. And we in this quest, actually, we get to beat the fuck out of bakool jaja. We get to beat the fuck out of his fucking face. I finally get my retribution. I get to kick his ass. I get to shove the stick that he has right up his ass through his mouth, and it was so satisfying. I wish you guys were there to see it, but we are now at a point, however, in which the next part of the story is actually getting an idea of who the fuck is bakool jaja. Why is he doing this? Like, am I actually gonna find out why people want to get in those pants? Why do people want to get into those lizard crevices? We're about to find out. But you know, if you guys want an actual recollection of what happened, you can probably find the cutscenes with context on YouTube. But for me, I'm just, for the fact that it's been 2 hours and we haven't done any of the story like in itself, and we have just tried to recap. I would like to continue with the story, and you guys to do it in mind. So, you know. So we're here continuing the story. This is bakool jaja's village, which, mind you, everybody turned the RGB lights on. Like, as you can see, folks, everything here is bioluminescent. Like, somebody went crazy with the LED lights. There's a lot of fair lights in the trees. And I love this place. Like, can we please take a second to admire it? Like, isn't it so pretty? It kind of reminds me at the bottom of the sea. You know, I didn't explore this area much. As soon as I arrived here, I was like, you know what? This is the last place I go. I need people to continue with the story, and we need to find out what is gonna happen, because I really want to know why people like bakool jaja. Like, genuinely, it baffles me that people like a bully like him. The city of the silence. Finally, in my book, Wuklamat is eager to make progress. Well, we all know what comes next. Let's find the elector. 2 streets seems to converge upon this plaza, so I propose we split up on our numbers between them. Giving Homerrook's guidance, I also suggest that we err on the side of caution and move through the city in pairs. Anybody can come with me. Alice can go with Kryle. That leaves Lionel to accompany Wuklamad. If these arrangements are to everyone's satisfaction, then we may respective researchers prove fruitful. Then may our respective searches prove fruitful. Girl, I cannot read. Again. I cannot read. But I must do so. Because people are doing other things in the background. But I hope that you have a good morning, KM. If you have school, I am so sorry. But if you don't have school, but you have work, I am still so sorry. But if today is your day off, then I hope you enjoy. Oh, this is so pretty. Oh, sorry. Sorry. They're looking at me. I am so sorry. I did not mean to interrupt. I was just looking at the architecture. Apologies. Oh, that is such a cool detail, though. As soon as you look at that. As soon as you enter their home, they look at you. That is so cool. What the fuck? Man. Can I at least break some of those bases? Like, you know, I learned some things from Zelda. POV, you walk into the wrong classroom. POV, you just put your anime music on the speaker, and everybody turns to look at you. Hold on, I need to see those eyes. Oh, she's kinda pretty. I love that for her. Does everybody look at you like that? No, not everybody. Oh. I'm seriously reminded of the ocean whenever I do this. What's this? Big swords. This would be the house of a lesbian. A lesbian with big swords. Interesting. Where am I going? Oh yeah, probably not the side of the quest. Sorry, apologies. I'm just taking a look at the architecture. You wanna know one of my favorite things to do as well? I went. Okay, let me give you guys a little bit of an update on my life. I went walking today. Like, I actually went outside. Like, I'm sorry. I know I was in great peril, but I had to be brave enough and go walking anyway. And if you guys don't know, I haven't walked outside, like generally just go outside and walk, in probably 6 months. Like, the only reason why I have gotten out is just to go to work, and even then it wasn't just a stroll. And you guys tell me if this is serial killer behavior or not. But one of my favorite things to do is house watching. I just like to watch houses. It started by me just looking at the architecture and being like, oh, those are some pretty good windows. Oh, that is such a nice front porch. And then eventually it evolved into wondering what the house looks inside. You know, I wonder if they have a pool. That house looks rich enough to have a pool. And it then evolved to, I wonder what kind of people live in there. Like, I genuinely have a moment in which I just start building my own OCs that live in that house. Like, and this is just by me looking at their houses. But it's just me looking like, this house is a little big. It's probably hard to clean. I'm sure she probably has a maid. And has a husband who's not home often. And that husband is probably having an affair with his mistress. His mistress is probably the best friend of his wife. And better yet, he probably has a son and a daughter. The daughter is probably a bitch. And the son, he is kinda cute, but he's also privileged as fuck. And it just goes on and on like that. I just play The Sims, guys. I just play The Sims in my head when I look at houses and I walk outside. So, you tell me, is that serial killer behavior? Welcome to the club, man. The hermit crafts. I mean, it's not really. Like, listen, I love going outside. It's just, I never have... I'm just tired. I'm just tired, man. I'm tired. But do you guys do weird things like that when you're outside, or am I just a murderer? I love that. Love that. They're not talking to us. Lovely. I'm sorry, I forgot to put the other one on, apparently, that people are not willing to talk to me. Please tell me you had better luck. I don't know. I put Nilu on the Genshin. Is that better luck? No one will talk to you either. I was prepared for stares and harsh words, but this is something else. That building there looks like a shop, doesn't it? Let's go and take a look. A merchant wouldn't ignore us, surely. Don't worry, I just have a wide imagination which might affect their daily life. Nothing wrong there. I mean, probably, but also, if you think about it, a lot of serial killers in movies are artists. So, if you guys see me on the news and it's not for a positive reason, you know what happened. You guys are accomplices now, okay? You guys are accomplices, so I'm sorry, you're gonna be found. But thank you for validating me, KM. That is really nice of you. Are you getting distracted? I'm sorry, Rupen. But I hope your blouse was okay, sweetie. Again, send me pictures. Send me pictures. I wanna see. If you need any tutorials though, I can ask my friend. I have a friend who's a genuine seamstress, and if you need any help, I can get you her contact. So maybe if she's available for you to contact her. I kept sewing the wrong side. Ah, bitch. Isn't that the that sounds like me, honestly. That's just like me. Fine. Go ahead, honey. Go ahead. Just concentrate enough on that. You can do this, sweetheart. Okay, I'll let you know. I'll send you a message on Discord later, okay? Have good luck with your blouse, Rupen. Everybody, please wish good luck to Rupen. Making clothes is really hard. It's really hard to sew. Anyway, continue with the story. Move along, outsiders. Wait, we're just trying to find someone. The dancer were selected. Could you please tell us who they are? Please, if nobody buys, please take my wallet. Man, that reminds me. Somebody once told me that they were making my gold bullet sweater. into an actual thing. And I want to know how that's going. I should send them a DM. I want to check in on that because that is such a cool thing. Imagine just having your creations made your whole life. Sewing is a powerful thing. I should learn how to sew, but I'm just too lazy about it. I'm also dyslexic. I'm just like the exact same as Ruping. I will probably end up sewing the head hole, and whenever I just put it on, I'm just gonna have like my hands through and no head. I just have no head. How are we supposed to find the elector if nobody will even speak with us? Everyone, can you hear me? Come to the massive stone structure on the west side as quickly as you can. Well, if that's the case though, yeah, girl better get some of the royalties, you know? If that ever happens, I want some of the royalties because I made that shit. Oh shit, what the fuck is happening? Wait, hold on. Pause. What?
Up there.
What?
Bested by a mere shade.
Oh! Okay! Well, shit. Are you telling me that the next trial is the fucking Dawn servant? Really? Alright. Well, I don't mind beating an old man to a pulp, I guess.
Sorolja. Papa?
Not as you know him. What you see is an arcane manifestation of the Dawn Servant as he was in his prime.
The channeler is Zerelja, Autarch of Mamuk and Elector for the feet of the Brotherhood.
Tuliolar's mightiest warrior, yet wisest you are not. You who spurned your retainer's shade when battling your betters.
To prove oneself superior to blessed siblings by surpassing the shade of Galul Jaja himself. That is the final feat. The first promise fought alone and fell short, but that is now the least of his concerns.
You could have let your foolishness end with your failure. But instead, you attempted to harm an anointed elector.
What?
Soralja, as of this moment, you are no longer a claimant. I disqualify you from the right of succession.
What?
Be gone from my sight.
Oh, girl! Alright! I think I missed a lot. Like, I think I skipped 2 chapters. Like, can somebody fill me in? What the fuck happened? Why? How? Why does he genuinely look sad? What? Like, I think I skipped...
This isn't over yet. I will be the one to reach the Golden City.
Okay, but who cares about that? Can somebody fill me in? Like, I genuinely... I think I skipped 2 chapters on the page. What? happen?
When Zorolcha was defeated, he tried to take the keystone by force. But he was thwarted by Father Shade.
But what?
My dearest child, welcome home.
Chameleon. I know they have chameleon faces. He got chameleon.
This feat was made for you. Only blessed siblings could hope to defeat Gulul Jaja. But ere we begin, I would see the fruits of your triumphs. Come, show me your tablets.
Oh no. Not the disappointed father figure. Oh, this is gonna lead to daddy issues, isn't it?
What is this? Where are your keystones? Explain yourself, boy! No matter. Not all can be expected to go to plan. What keystones you lack, you can easily take.
Oh, it comes from family. Love that. Love that.
I tried. But I couldn't. I cannot beat her.
I see that it rushes in the family.
You mean to tell me that you, glory of Mamuk, for whom all here have sacrificed, were defeated by your inferiors? You are as useless as your siblings. A failure.
What did I fucking tell you? What did I fucking tell you? Listen, call me a diviner. Well, it was really easy to figure out why he was being a bully, but expectations that he cannot live with, and therefore he lashes out to try and get validation.
Leave and never return! You have no place here!
Let's go, brother.
Oh, please don't make me actually feel bad for this fucking asshole.
Worthless! Pathetic! This was our chance to claim sovereignty, and he ruins it!
Then why don't you do it yourself, Ho? Fuck, dude.
But when these stragglers fail, Gulul Jaja will be forced to extend his rule. And in the next rite of succession, we will present a better claimant. So come, stand before me, and fall.
I won't do your trial.
Oh? You intend to forfeit the right?
Papa wants his successor to intimately understand the country he loves. Every step of my journey, I've learned something about our peoples and their cultures. I would do the same here in Mamuk.
No, you wanna know the worst part is though, KM? The worst part is that he's too much of a pussy to do it himself. Like, that is the worst part. Like, that is the thing that makes me, ooh, I wanna punch him and use him like a sock. Oh, it's just, you know what? He will make a mighty purse. He will make a mighty fine purse. Oh, I hate people like that. Just if you can, don't fucking preach what you cannot do. Like, girl, if you are cocky, you better fucking show why you're cocky. Yeah, you know, a nice leather sock. A nice leather sock. A leather sock, you know, a leather belt if you wish. I just, sock is the first thing that came to mind.
The Mamulja deserve nothing less. So your battle can wait.
You tell him, girl. You go, girl. Give them nothing.
I'm of the same mind. Father named you an elector for a reason. There must be something that he would have us learn.
Do as you will. But until you triumph over the Shade, you shall proceed no further.
Oh, I have a feeling that the wife is also not too happy with him either.
Promise. I would speak with you. Meet me on the western outskirts.
I love that. Love that. I really hope this doesn't go where I think it's going. Please don't don't make it so she's being abused. I really hope it's not that, because that would make me really infuriated. The electors we have met thus far have had their peculiarities, but we felt it would judge claimants equally. But it will bitch, I cannot read. This Serelja, however, seems set in his belief that only blessed siblings are worthy of the throne. Why would the Dawn servant name someone an openly biased man elector? Worrying over Serelja won't get us anywhere. That lady, on the other hand, was the first person to address us with any civility since we arrived. We should go there and meet her, and hear what she has to say. The western outskirts, right? Hello, Nemo! Something tells me that this is not gonna be a pretty story. Thank you for coming here to meet me. My name is Jaja. I'm sorry, Alja. Here we may speak freely. And what was it that you wanted to talk about? Tell me, what do you think of Mamuk? Well, we don't have much to say yet. No one wants to speak with us. All who remain in the city are devoted to the traditional ways. They believe that blessed siblings are superior, that only they are worthy to lead the peoples of this continent. Most will not deign to address outsiders, deeming them beneath notice. Sounds like an ideal community so far as bakool jaja is concerned. I am tired, exhausted by this senselessness. There are others like me, but they're not speak of or through that loud. Yet, now we have an opportunity to reclaim our agency. For you have bested bakool jaja. You, Ashabral, inferior by all presumptions, triumphant over two-headed champion. This time anyway. Next time, I might not be so lucky. Bakool Jaja is just as strong. I seriously don't understand why he cheats so much. It seems like he'd do better if he just trusted his own abilities. He's desperate. Other blessed siblings have fallen before. Mulajaja, the Saber Scales. For one, he traveled across the salt in search of conquest, only to be overcome. But no matter how many individuals falter, the people still believe the blessed sibling supremacy. Because of my father. He who united Tural under one rule, who therein stands as testament to the tradition's infallibility. Regardless of your father's virtuous intent, his greatest rival was only fanned by the flames of our people's obsession. However, as both his daughter and Clement were his legacy, your triumph could prove the Google Jaja strengths through Your triumph could prove that Google Jaja's true strengths lie not in his birth, but in his character. And in doing so, you may give us the strength to renounce the blessed siblings forever. I can understand wanting to forsake zealotry, but forsaking two-headed Mamolja going a bit far? You must decide that yourself, whether the price that we pay is worth an empty dream. So in other words, it is just as I said. It's literally fucking Todoroki and not even that. It's not even Todoroki. It's probably more of a, what is his name? I forget his name. Oh, what is his name? You know, the bitch that just burned himself to death. Tabi? What was his name? Fuck, I forgot his name. The one with the black hair. Do you guys remember, right? Have you ever seen Baku no Hero Academia? Am I talking to a wall here? Am I talking to people who don't know? Because this is embarrassing. Toby? What's his name? Tabi? No. It doesn't by B-I. Ah, fuck. I forget his name. Is it with a T? Oh, what is his name? Hold on. It's gonna bother me forever. I need to Google this. What is his name? Fuck. Davi. His name is Davi. Yeah, that one. Davi. It kind of reminds me of Davi. Just so desperate to prove himself. So wanting to be someone he just cannot be. You know? Damn, that actually kind of does resonate with me a little bit. Just wanting so bad the validation of somebody and just failing them. That is hard. And I understand what it feels like to have immense pressure on you from somebody you think just wants the best of you. And at least for the person who was doing that to me, she just wanted me to be the best I could be. In this case, this is a little bit more toxic. There is a place that will help you to understand our plight. It lies far to the east of here. Follow me. I still don't think that what bakool jaja did is excusable. I feel like, I still feel like that asshole, what he does, listen, the motives do not override what you do. If you're an asshole, I'm sorry, you're an asshole. And there is nothing you can do about that. You can redeem yourself, but you have already hurt a lot of people. So to me, I'm still a little concerned for the people who have a crush on him. But there's still time to change my mind. Like, I understand what he's going through. I understand. Oh. Can I go there? Hold on. Anyway, as I was saying, I understand what he's going through. I understand his plight. Still, though, I don't think I'm gonna go to that point in which I'm simping for him yet. I still feel like he's too much of an asshole, and I know he's desperate. I know he wants to prove himself, but if he would have just done this fair and square, he could have been probably one of the most likable characters in this game. Is there a meteorite up there? Where? Bitch, where? Am I blind? Where? Oh. You know, perhaps if you look at the giant glowy rock, perhaps you will see. Maybe I need new glasses. Aye, and judging by their attachment, that tree must be from beneath the meteorite's unique ether. Anyway, we should press on. Milalja was anxious to see whatever she has to show us. Oh, is that a firefly? That's adorable. Hello? Oh, can I take these homes? Please tell me that this is some kind of grass that we can put in our house, because I like this. This is so multicolor. I want my house to be on Technicolor. Do you mind? I'm taking in the view. Like, if you wouldn't mind, I'm trying to just appreciate the fauna and the flora. Oh shit! That fucking butterfly threw some ice at me. How dare you? That is not cool of you. Hi, Alice. A hunting camp? Like as not. I'd love to talk to Mamulja hunters to learn about their ways, except they probably ignore me. It kind of does, doesn't it? It kind of does look like... Well, it's not really wisteria-like, because most of the things that are glowing, if you notice, kind of make sense because they're fungi. It's fungi. Most of the glowy things are fungi. Most of the bioluminescence is coming from the fungi and from those weird branches. But it does kind of give the vibe about wisteria. Mysterious yet alluring. And for some reason that tree has a crystal on it on there, but you know, natural. Nostalgia. You know what this place gives me the vibes of? It makes me feel like... You guys know The Legend of Zelda? It makes me think of the forest where Link grew up on. You know when you first... when on Majora... Is it Majora's Mask? Or is it Ocarina of Time? I don't remember. When in Ocarina of Time, you're just running around in the forest trying to get out of it. The Lost Woods. It kind of makes me think of that. It makes me think of all of the crevices that you gotta go through to be able to get out of that. And it's just, it has this eeriness, but that doesn't feel like a thread. It's the colors. I feel like the colors make it feel mystical but welcoming, despite the fact that every single thing here has a thorn on it. Like, it's inviting you to touch it. It might be poisonous, but it feels like you should touch it anyway. You know what I mean? Is this the place you wanted to show us? It lies just beyond this passage. The entry to this ground is not permitted to even the about. Nonetheless, I would reveal our secrets to you. Rest assured, I shall take the full responsibility. Come, see for yourself the truth of the blessed. Trigger warning: this might get fucked up, because something tells me that this is gonna be really fucked up.
I shouldn't have looked down.
Me too. I hit the heights.
The stone pier yonder. That is our destination.
To erect it there would have been no small feat.
The work of Yakui hands built long, long ago. Our forebears merely altered the entrance.
Altered? To what end?
It will be quicker to show you. We have beasts that can carry us below.
Oh! Friendship! It's friend! They're horse birds. Bird horse. Or ram horse? Anyway, they're friendship. I like them. Can I have them as a mount? Oh, girl, this is about to get fucked up. What is happening?
Bakool jaja.
What? Couldn't wait to laugh at the failure?
You've always come here to cry. Ever since you were little.
Aww.
Mother!
I knew it. I knew it.
The third promise seeks to learn about Malmuk. She may be our chance to finally end what we have been powerless to stop. Talk with her. Tell her what we have done.
Fine. Perhaps it's only right that we be the ones to speak of it. Blessed as we are.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like, lizards do have this capability of being born with multiple heads. That is something that can happen. It is something that can happen in nature. And it wouldn't surprise me if culture saw that as a feat of God for somebody to see lizards like that alive and well, because it doesn't happen often. In fact, there is multiple places where us humans, whenever we see somebody who is not gonna lie, they look like they're 2 whispers away from dying. Like they're so heavily and horribly disfigured, but they still see them as what is the name? Religion. Like they see him as something beyond divine. Divine is the word. So it is kind of that thing. It's that it's not so much conjoined things as is they are just a person with 2 heads, I guess. Like it's left or the way that it's more described is like left brain and right brain type of thing. Like right brain is the emotional, left brain is the one that thinks, you know? It's more of that vibe rather than conjoined twins. It's like the same person with 2 different personalities type of thing.
Here. This vessel holds the remains of a 2-headed baboonja. An infant.
What?
We converted the ruins into a cenotaph, so the souls of these children wouldn't return as vengeful spirits. Do you know how blessed siblings are made?
Well, obviously.
I've heard that they are born to Hubago and Bunawa parents.
Such unions between clans were originally arranged to stop infighting. The war against the Shibral was going poorly, and we needed to be united. Then, one day, a child was born. One blessed with 2 heads and tremendous power. When this child grew old enough to lead our army, we became unstoppable. The Shibral had no answer, and we drove them all the way back to the trees above. That taste of victory awakened our greed. We became obsessed with conceiving more and more of these superior children. No matter the cost. Of the countless born, most die. Trapped in their shells. Only 1 in 100 survive. If we are blessed, it is only because we yet live. Unlike our brothers and sisters, who were sacrificed for the glory of Mamuk.
That's horrible.
Of course it's horrible. It's an atrocity we can never take back.
Oh fuck! They're actually gonna make me like him, aren't they? I'm about to eat my words on one eye. I'm about to eat shit right on camera, right live on this lovely stream. Oh fuck! I mean, I figured because we humans are not above that. When presented with the opportunity to optimize something, we humans will do it, regardless of what it costs to do. That is unless somebody else stops us. And Lord knows that if something does happen in the future in which there's some kind of mutation that allows us to, I don't know, live longer, that shit is gonna be exploited forever. And it's just kinda how we as living beings work.
Those children died so that we could live. So we had to succeed, no matter what. To fail would mean it was all for nothing. Nothing. But I did fail. I squandered their sacrifice.
Thank you. Thank you. Like, I feel bad. I really do. I really do. That sucks. Having the way of countless people, never mind children, that died for you, that's horrible. But still, though, darling, that's not an excuse. Also, they use the Genshin impacting of the illusion of choice. Don't use them as an excuse.
I should never have been born.
Don't say that.
You're wrong. You didn't ask to be born as you are, and you aren't responsible for your siblings' deaths. The people obsessed with blessed siblings are. They made their choices, but they don't make yours. Since when do you let others push you around, bakool jaja? What do you want? Say it!
I want it to end. I don't want any more to die.
Then you have my word. We'll put a stop to this madness.
Blessed siblings are revered by their supporters as a means to achieve dominance in Tural. If we understand why they harbor such aspirations in the first place, we would be better equipped to treat with them.
Indeed. I just hope they will be open to discourse.
Take me with you. Those fanatics treat my words as gospel.
No. There will be trouble if your father finds out you're still here. Moshutural Zush. There we will gather the people and ask anything the Third Promise wishes to know.
Then take one of my scales. One that blends the Hubico and Bunewa coloring. It'll serve as proof that you have our trust. People will do as you say if you show it to them.
Ow, that probably hurt. Ow, no. That probably hurt like a bitch.
I'm sorry for what I've said and done. I don't expect your forgiveness.
You had your reasons. I'm glad I could know them. Which is to say, you're not a complete alpaca, Zach.
I keep remembering for him my name.
Hatred is exhausting, after all.
Yay! We have new friends.
Indeed. So let us make the most of our newfound friendship and bring together the people of Mamook. We have much to discover.
Oh, she looks like such a proud mother. I'm sure she feels fine. She feels good about this. Finally, after years. Okay. It's not that I like him yet. I'm still having my reservations. I will have to see what they do in the future, but I may be eating my words a little bit. I may be eating my words a little bit here. I think I might actually like him more than I let on. Listen, as a character, yes, I kind of like that background, you know. I like the fact that they're not excusing it. That there is not that because he has suffered doesn't mean that he has not done horrible shit. I would like to see him own up to it, though. I like to see him own up to it. Hey, Lionel. Before we rejoin the others, can we talk for a moment? I really hated him, you know. Bakool Jaja. With every fiber of my being. He tried to ruin Ihana, sabotaged us on the river, kidnapped me for my keystone, and released the most vicious betrayal of all time. Anything he could do to cause us pain, he did. Never in a million years I would forgive him. But the moment I understood why he had that anger, the pain he's been going through, all my anger just evaporated. Does his pain justify his actions in your eyes? I mean, here's the thing between justification and it being right or not. Because I feel like there's a different word for it, but the way he was treated, it does justify his action. It does. It makes sense. But that does not mean it's right. Like, I can understand where you're coming from. I can understand what happened. I can understand what you did. But I can still not excuse it. It is justified, but not excused. I feel like that's the way that you can say it. I hear you. Bakool Jaja's motive does not absolve him of his crimes. He must answer for them, like anyone else. But right now, my duty is to ensure that no one in Mamook feels desperate enough to go to such lengths ever again. Anyway, thanks for listening. Now that I voiced that, I feel ready to challenge for the challenges ahead. Come on, let's head back to the city. I see. I feel conflicted. I really do. Cause like, I mean, I like characters like Bakugo. I should be able to like him. It's just, ugh. I only wish, you know what I think? The only reason why I dislike him, it's because I have a hatred, like deep hatred for cocky characters. Like I cannot stand cocky people. That is probably one of my biggest bugbears. I do not like cocky people. Much less do I like cocky people who have nothing to show for it. Like, if you're cocky, at least show why you are, right? So to me, Bakool Jaja was just one of those people who are just like, girl, we beat your ass several times and you still treat us like we're nothing. Like, come on. Which in a sense, Bakugo was different than that because Bakugo did acknowledge people. And, well, he was an asshole. He wasn't just out to hurt people, per se. Bakool Jaja represents his... Bakool Jaja's scales represent his faith in us. We won't fail him or his people. We haven't a moment to lose. According to Milialja, I don't know how to read that, Soj. It's an abandoned settlement in the northeast of the city. Northwest, sorry. It should afford us the privacy to require. We must work quickly, lest Cirelja discover our intentions. Fortunately, Bakool Jaja thought to give us that additional scales, so we might cover more ground in less time. Everyone should take one and get going. Use them to gather as many people as you can. My one curiosity is if one head eats something, does the other taste it as well? Probably. I didn't think of that. I mean, the thing is that they do share the same thoughts. Like we quite literally saw that, you know? They have the same thoughts, they just process them differently. At least from what I understand. I don't think they are two entities in the same body. It's just one person who has two brains per se. Like same person, different brains? I don't know how to put that into words. But you know, it does. I feel like that's the way it works. So if that is the case, though, they must have some kind of one body, one brain, two heads. Exactly. It's just two halves of the same head. So I guess it's just if taste is both processed by the same brain per se, then I feel like he should be able to taste it. I think, or at least not taste it, but enjoy the pleasure that comes with tasting something that's good for you, per se. I feel like that would probably be the better answer. Like, you know, for example, like whenever somebody doesn't have, let's say somebody's missing an arm and they still feel pain on it. I mean, the arm is not there. You have no arm to feel it with, but it's still there. I feel like the brain probably just fills in the blanks, you know? It's just like with the color, with the magenta color, you know. Fun fact: do you know that the magenta doesn't actually exist? There is no wavelength of light that can process the magenta color. Magenta is just an illusion that your brain does so that you don't break down. So that's a fun fact for you. So considering that the brain can do that, it's probably the same thing with them. They just fill in the blanks. After we finish this quest, by the way, I think this one I'm gonna end stream because, as you guys know, I work tomorrow, so I do gotta kinda end the stream because one thing that's pretty special. If you guys do something like this, something that is like pretty time consuming, that you're expending a lot of energy on this, like if you guys are streamers, do not go to bed right after you finish streaming. It's better to just be able to relax after it, because your brain will feel more relaxed. Speaking of brains, right? So I do have to do some unwind time, but I want to finish the story. I want to finish this quest at least. I don't want to leave and then just not to, leave it on a cliffhanger. That scale. If the blessed trusts you, then so will I. So, what is it that you require of me? Bakool Jaja bids us a strange place for an assembly. but very well. I will not refuse he who fights for our dreams. I'm sorry, Cam. I'm sorry. But I'm also starting to lose steam a little bit. I'm starting to lose steam. I'm not built for long streams. It's just the main thing about me is that because I speak a lot, I don't end up breathing that much, so I get lightheaded. The thing is I forget to breathe between words. But don't worry, I'll be here on Sunday night. On this Sunday. This Sunday we're actually doing more fashion stuff. We're finally going back to my actual shit that my content is supposed to be about. You wanna know the best part? A lot of people are finding me for the Ruse video, for the Ruse jacket that I made, and I feel so bad. I feel so bad because while I do that and I like to do that, they're so far in between because I make them in batches, right? Like the last batch was and still is the Pride outfits I made for the podcast. I'm still making the short videos of those. But you know, I have to do a bit of filler in between, right? With just like clips and all that. And it makes me feel bad because like I wish I could be more consistent. Maybe we can do that. That would be kind of like a fun thing to do as a community, huh? We could do an art stream in which we all who is artists a chain. We do a little art trade, just a small sketch. That would be fun. But yeah, I feel bad though because I feel like people are not getting what they're subscribing for. Because, you know, going back to this whole thing of being self-conscious of your worth, which seems to be the whole motive of Dawntrail so far, both in Koana and in Wuklamad and indeed bakool jaja, is not being confident on who you are and the skills that you have, and just, you know, presenting in a different way. Some people pretend to be better, but some people pretend to not be. And to me, it's just I feel inadequate to entertain you, but I hope that at least you're having a fun time. That's all I can ask, really. All I can ask is that even if you don't think I'm the best entertainer ever, it's just that you're at least getting you're getting what you feel like it's worth of me. That's all. And I hope that people who are subscribing, expecting something else, they don't feel disappointed. Did I not tell you to move along? I can't be seen talking with the likes of you. How does it scale? In an outsider's hands. What business do you have with me? So the cool jaja sent you to call an assembly. I'm not sure what to make of this, but I shall go at once. But yeah, one thing I would like to say before we finish stream though, which it's gonna be pretty soon after this cutscene, we are doing the 200 plus celebration stream next week. We're actually doing two. One is going to be a community night. If you guys have it, we're going to be playing Uno on stream with people from chat. We're going to be doing some Uno, and I'm going to be completely and absolutely raging because, you know, I'm bad at Uno. But I just want to play something with you guys. I wanna make you guys feel appreciated because you guys have done so much. When I haven't looked, we grew so much in so little time. Like, to not to be sappy, but I did not expect to have at least people who consistently come and watch me. That is so heartwarming, and so I want you guys to feel appreciated. So we're also doing something else. we're also doing a appreciation stream on which anything you want to be appreciated by, let's say you got an A on your test, you just made a really, you just put a really cool outfit together, you want to showcase a design that you made. Perhaps you can even just tell me, hey, you lived another day. You're going to be appreciated on the stream because I want to appreciate you. I want to let you know how much you matter to me. So, anything you want to brag about, we're going to be doing next week. I'm going to give you positive information. I'm going to give you what I can't give myself. So yeah, if you guys are interested on that, I'm going to be making the post probably Sunday, like this Sunday at the latest, so that you guys can submit whichever it is that you want to get looked at and praised for. And the week following that, Wednesday is going to be the game night where we're going to be playing Uno all together. And Sunday is going to be Appreciation Day. So if you guys are interested in that, think about you want to be appreciated by. It can be really anything. Obviously, within reason. Like, please don't please tell me you kill don't tell me that you kill somebody and then tell me about it. That would not be kosher. Wonderful. This team bakool jaja will be pleased. This fellow here will be coming too as well. Apparently, the Najul nursery is west the Guljamik Grove. Could you go see who you can talk to us there as well? Girl, what the fuck? Why are you making me walk all the way over there? Like, I get this game has to be big because we all have to fit in the same place, but girl, come on. I already went walking this morning. I don't think, I'm not interested in doing a part 2. Oh, pretty. Oh, that's adorable. Oh! Ah! It taunts me. It hates me. Oh, bitch. I can see where I'm going. Where am I? Where am I? Where is he? Oh. Everything that's beautiful tried to kill me. Everything's out to get me. Alright. Come through vegetation. Love that. The landscaping is quite beautiful. Love this garden. Are those bananas? Bitch, those are holographic bananas. We really have found the gays. If you guys want to know where the gays grow, it's right here, bitch. This is where the fruits are made. This is where we, the fruit, where the LGBT come from. This is our tree. What the fuck? If you guys ever want to know how a gay person is born, it's from this tree. We are the fruit of this tree. Holy shit, that is so cool. What the fuck? Oh, my apologies. I was unaware. Thank you, blessed scale bearer, for reading me the words of this gathering. Was that just him? Yeah. I love this though. Banana? No. Says the banana? Yes. You forgot the yes. Yes, queen. How do you think that tastes like? I feel like it probably tastes purple. I feel like that's probably the right taste for it. Just purple. Oh, what the fuck? Are those dead chocobos? Oh my god, we truly are living in The Last of Us. Holy shit. Well, is somebody craving chicken? Because I think some people may be. What the fuck are you? You're not a chocobo, are you? Oh my god, it is a that chocobo. My poor baby, what have they done to you? I can't bear to watch no more. Where am I? Where am I going? I'm making sense of me being gay. I just have no sense of direction. That is a pretty deep cenote. Can you actually fall there? Like I kinda wanna try. Should I just go? Should I jump? Do you guys think I can fall there? And more importantly, do you think I will die? Let's find out. Geronimo! Well, that is pretty anticlimactic. Oh, god damn it. Why? There's water down there. I can probably swim. Let me go. Oh, that is so sad. That is so sad. Hold on, he's so pretty. I need to take pictures. They are all so pretty, what the fuck? Where's Wuklam at? Sorry to keep you waiting. You invited the second promise as well. Lamachi, may I remind you that this ride is a competition? Whatever advantage you are about to share with me, you have to utilize it to your own benefit. I have barely made headway in communication with the locals at this raid. You lead the race at the Golden City. I need your help to complete the feat. No. Mamuk has a problem that I can solve on my own. And you're the most clever person I know. I want you to hear what the people firsthand, so that we may come up with a way to help them. Sorry about that, folks. Very well then, I'm at your disposal. Everyone, I thank you for gathering here in such a short notice. I'm Guklamat, third promise of Tuliolai. Promise? I thought you said bakool jaja. You deceived us. No, they did not. The skills they show you were mine. I entrusted them with a fair promise on her retinue. Why honor these outsiders for? Because Wuklamat once has won my trust. Now, you will hear her words. Bakool Jaja shared with me the truth about the blessed siblings, about the price you paid to conceive them. As an outsider to your community, it is not my place to judge your culture. Culture is one of experiences of its people, of their lives and their land. But it breaks my heart to know that yours have brought you all so much pain and suffering. If there's any here who wish to break the cycle from tragedy that created blessed siblings, I ask of you to join us. Please, I don't want any more of our children to die. You think we want this? We have no choice. Only blessed siblings can liberate us from our suffering. Without them, we have nothing. That remains to be seen. Speak with the fair promise. Share with her your worries and your pain. And together, we may find a new way forward. Together? If she's trustworthy, then I will speak with her. It would be best if you withdrew, my son. Many cannot just speak freely in your presence. Let's keep an eye out for Sorelja. He wouldn't take kindly to this sort of gathering. Once we understand everyone's concern, we'll be better equipped to help them. Let's make sure they feel heard. Oh, fuck off, Nekosami! Fuck all the way off, bitch! Hold on. Google. How the fuck do I block somebody? How do I block somebody on my Twitch chat? Does everybody know? Does anybody know? Mods, if there's any mods out there, please ban this person. Hi Sammy, how you doing, sweetie? I'm glad you came by to say hi at least one more time. Hello, darling. I hope you sleep well, though. And you have also lost the game. And everybody, you have lost the game as well. And I do apologize, but it seems like Sammy just came here to let us know that he's a bitch. How dare you? Thank you so much for the hydration, though. I kind of do need it. I've been speaking for a while. And I'm just trying to finish this cutscene. It's always been good at solving complicated problems. Me, not so much. But I'll support my mooks people however I can. Word for the funny. I'm not sure that you're that funny, Sammy. I'm not sure you're that funny. By combining our respective strengths, we'll help them discover a new source of hope. I know we will. Okay. With that though, with that funny little joke, as he says, out of the way, I must bid you all fairly well. Because I'm really tired. And I need to go to work tomorrow. So, you know, if you guys wanna blame somebody, blame Sammy. I'm kidding, don't blame him. Oh, why am I hearing myself? Oh. But anyway, considering folks that we are to end stream soon, I wanna send you guys to somebody else who might need you. Who am I rating today? Who am I rating today? I'm sending you guys to Katie. If you guys, like I said, Katie is one of the few people I know who's actually like really, really funny. Like, if you guys wanna know, if you guys think I'm funny, Katie is like, if you guys think I'm funny, Katie is like generally 10 times funnier than I am. Bitch. Hold on. So, if you're interested, folks, into a really, really funny person who is so quick-witted, and I wish I could be a 10th of how funny he is, please do visit Forever KT. He's a really funny streamer, nice content creator, and I get most of my humor from him. So if you guys like my humor, you will probably like his better. But anyway, folks, thank you all so much for coming here. Thank you, Sammy, for showing up and for making me lose the game, and for also giving me water. I'm thirsty. And to everybody on YouTube, thank you so much for trusting me to be your entertainer today. I really do appreciate it. We'll be coming back this coming Sunday for continuing the Final Fantasy 14 level 100 job critique. Not the job critique, the job fashion critique. And on next week, we'll be celebrating the 200 subs goal. We have a lot to celebrate for. And like I said, if you guys want to be celebrated, watch out for a post on my Twitter. I'll be posting on Twitter when you can post about what you want to be celebrated by. But anyway, one more thing I do want to say though is I'm probably gonna be playing this game off stream still, because at this point getting to escape spoilers is getting really hard to do. The game is over a month old now, almost. It's about to be a month old, so I might just play this game on my own time and just catch you up, okay? But thank you all so much for coming. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.